Hey everyone, welcome to the video today. My name is Vern and I'll be sharing with you my 9 tips and habits that you can use every day to make yourself feel better emotionally, mentally, physically, and just overall well-being. As you can see, I'm wearing my very nice jacket and my very nice button-up shirt, so if there's anything that you can trust, there's a well-dressed, smooth-talking man from the internet telling you what to do with your life. So, how I'm going to do this is I'll be filming a day in my life from morning to night and show you exactly when and how I incorporate these 9 habits into my everyday lifestyle. And then I'll be explaining the benefits or the general principles behind these 9 habits, why I personally believe these are super beneficial, so that you can accommodate and modify these habits to fit your lifestyle. Basically, you don't have to do it exactly as I do it, you just have to understand why I find these beneficial, and should you so choose, you can then accommodate, modify it so it fits into your unique lifestyle. Why 9 and not 10 or 8? Well, the year is 2020, and at the time of filming this, the entire MCO duration would be about 12 weeks. So what do you get when 20 minus 12? That's right, you get 9. So without further ado, we'll begin with tip number 1. Tip and habit number 1. Upon waking up, drink a dictionary's worth only.
It's really early in the morning, so I'll be talking just a little bit softer than usual because I don't want to wake up my family. So this is 1,000 milliliters of water, which translates to 1 liter. 1 liter is 1 kg. 1 kg is a dictionary's weight, so we will now be drinking a dictionary's worth of water. Alright, so 2 benefits on why you should implement this habit every day. First is that it helps wake you up. Second, it helps you maintain or lose weight. So how it works is that, I don't know about you guys, but for me, usually when I wake up, I feel super groggy, super tired, and super like I want to take a nap. So basically when the alarm rings, I will actually keep hitting the snooze button, the 5 minutes, and just keep sleeping in to the point that the time that I'm supposed to wake up would be say 7:30. I'll keep hitting snooze until maybe 7:50. So a way to really kick my body up to trick it to wake up is the first thing I do whenever the alarm rings is to drink water. It started with half a bottle, maybe 500 milliliters, and the bottle was right next to me. I would put the bottle next to me in bed before I went to bed the day before. So when the alarm rang, I drank it. And the thing that happened was that my body felt less willing to stay in bed. Like the way it works is that the body enters into your stomach, and your metabolism, your system, whatever you want to call it, kicks awake to consume it, to properly digest it, and kind of like wakes up all your systems. So I don't know how scientific this is, or if it's just more anecdotal evidence, but honestly, if you try it out, I'm pretty sure you will feel a jolt of refreshness when you drink water, especially cold water. You'll feel very alive and don't feel like sleeping in anymore. Additionally, by drinking so much water, you probably feel the urge to pee as well. It's just another reason for you to get out of the bed because you don't want to wet your bed, And secondly, how it helps me maintain and lose weight. The tip says to drink it a dictionary's worth of water only. Only means that I don't actually eat breakfast in the morning. I only eat during 12 p.m., 1 p.m. I don't eat the early morning breakfast. So this is called intermittent fasting, and it's something that I do ever since, even before the MCO quarantine started, but I'm a lot more strict on it now. Why I do it is because I recognize I won't be able to go to the gym, so I'll be having to eat less calories because the energy that I can do, the energy that I can expend will be lessened, so the food intake that I take has to be lessened as well. So how I chose to do it is to do intermittent fasting and just only eat 2 meals. So by eating 2 meals, I memang will be eating less already because I'm cutting out breakfast. And how drinking so much water helps is that sometimes I'll feel craving, I'll feel hungry, I'll feel like I want to eat something. And if you drink water, you will feel your cravings less. If you drink, sometimes when you're hungry, maybe you're just thirsty. So whenever you're hungry and you know you shouldn't be eating that snack, just drink water and you probably will lose that urging. Best thing about it is that water is 0 calories. It's just water weight. You will just feel bloat, but it actually does not translate to actual, weight. Does that make sense? Your water weight will be, say you're 75 kg, you drink this much water, on the scale it would look like 76 kg, but it'll be lost very quickly through sweat, through your urine, through whatever. So water is a very healthy alternative to anything. If you feel hungry, drink water, you won't feel the craving, you won't eat, and then you probably will eat less, and then you will maintain essentially your weight. So the intermittent fasting window is from 12 to 8. 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. I get to eat. 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. I don't get to eat. Sounds a little bit extreme. So if that sounds scary, you don't have to do it. The general idea is that you just have to eat less than you're expending, and that water can help you fill the urge of hunger, so that it helps you eat less when you want to. Final thoughts on how you can suit this habit into your life. It doesn't have to be 1,000 millimeters, and you don't have to do intermittent fasting. The general principle is drink water because it helps you wake up early. So if you want to wake up early and you want to get out of bed and do stuff, drink some water, put the water next to you. It could be 500 milliliters, could be 300 millimeters, just any amount of water will help you wake up. Better if it's cold. For the second one, if you're trying to maintain/lose weight, you don't have to do like me, intermittent fasting. You just have to eat less, and drinking water can help you feel the urge of hunger so that you will eat less.
Tip and habit number 2 is to greet the person who delivers your newspaper every morning. Hi, boss. Thank you.
Can't remember the last time I read a newspaper. Tip and habit number 2 also has 2 reasons why you should implement it into your everyday life. We'll start off with number 1. You know that very brilliant saying from that very brilliant movie that goes, it's not who you are underneath, it's what you do that defines you. I fully agree with that statement. It does not matter what you say you are. It does not matter if you say you are a kind person. It does not matter if you say you are a good person or a strong person or a wise person. It doesn't matter what you say you are if you don't actually do anything with it. If you don't actually execute actions that show you are a good, a kind, a nice person. And it doesn't mean you have to show it to prove that you are that kind of person. It's more the idea that doing it makes you that kind of person. So say you are a very smart person, but you don't actually read up on books, or you don't actually read up on anything or watch anything that challenges your viewpoints of the world. You're only smart in your own little bubble. That means you're not very smart at all. You just say you are. You actually have to do things that make you a smart person. Same thing like you say you're a very fit person. In your mind you say you're very fit. Oh, I used to run track and field in high school or play sports in high school, but then now in college you stop. It doesn't matter what you say you are. If you stop doing these stuff, you are not that fit anymore. And also you can say you're very emotionally strong, but if you're not exposing yourself to the emotional difficulties of life, in the sense that you are afraid to confront people that you should confront, you're not actually emotionally strong. You just say and think you are. So in conclusion, it doesn't matter what you think you are or what you are underneath. It's what you do that defines you. The doing of the thing, the doing of the thing, the doing of the action makes you into that kind of person. So how does this translate to read the newspaper man every morning? Now, most of us won't have the opportunity to do big acts, big heroic acts of saving the baby from the burning building, saving the guy or girl from a car crash, and all that very definable, huge turning point things that happen in action movies and hero movies. Most of us won't have the chance to do that. So what I find is to do the small things correctly, like greet the person who passes your newspaper every morning, or thank the waiter who served you, or thank the retail worker who helped you out. All these normal things in the normal lifestyle before quarantine. But anyway, all these small things will turn you into a nice and good person if that is what you want. And honestly, it is something that you should want, to be more of a good person, because doing good things feels good. Honestly, speaking from honest experience, doing small good things feels good to me, and therefore I feel so good about myself all the time because I always do all these small nice deeds. Now, on to reason number 2. I read up on these 2 concepts and kind of agree with it. It says social accountability, social obligation. What it means is that these two concepts were very widespread when we were back in the normal lifestyle. Social accountability and social obligation means that you are accountable and you're obligated to have social meetings, to meet with your friends. You said you had dinner plans, so you are accountable to meet that friend, and you're obligated to finish your work on time so that you have time to have dinner with your friend or your girlfriend, your parents, or anything like that, to go out at a certain time before the restaurant closes or a certain place to meet up. Now, this differs from academic or work obligations, because those two memang have obligation and accountability already. If you fail it, you don't do properly, you fail the class, you won't get paid. All these are very important, accountable and obligation wise also. So what is the difference between that accountability obligation to the social accountability obligation? The social aspect is something that I feel you want to be accountable and obligated to. The academic and work one is something you need to, you have to survive. The social one is something that you want to actually hang out with your friends, you want to actually hang out with your family. So it's a positive feeling, it's a positive it's a positive motivator to get you to finish your work faster. Positive motivators might work better for you than, say, a fixed motivator, the academic and work motivator. Yeah, sure, of course, the academic and what's called work obligation has the distinction of getting high A's and all that, or money, and all these are very, very valuable and very worth it. But sometimes if you need an extra motivator or a different kind of motivator, if that's been your life the whole time, and I know strict Asian parents probably, not mine, but strict Asian parents probably keep putting this card on you. Sometimes it feels very sian. You can switch to social obligations and accountability kind of thing. Now, how does this connect to the reading the newspaperman every morning? Now, in this new MCO normal lifestyle kind of thing, we don't have the luxury of meeting with friends anymore for dinner, for lunch, for all of that. So our social accountability and obligation kind of went down the drain. Our calendars are all empty. So I had to make new social obligations and accountability, and one of it is to be now saying hi to the newspaperman every morning. I am now socially obligated and accountable, and I want to say hi to the newspaperman every morning. Why I chose the newspaperman is another reason altogether. One of it is being that they are the earliest person to wake up, and I get to set my schedule around his arrival. So I am now waking up earlier and sleeping earlier. So the social accountability and social obligation is now making me live a healthier lifestyle. In summary, two reasons / benefits from this habit is: one, it turns you into a nicer, more kinder person from doing the small deeds, and two, it keeps you socially obligated and accountable to someone, so that your schedule is more fixed and you can live a more structured lifestyle. So to say, how you can modify it for you is that you don't have to be greeting the newspaperman every morning. You can say hi to your parents if they wake up early. You can be socially obligated and accountable to your dog even. I know dog lovers like to say that their dog is equivalent to a human. You can promise your dog you'll walk him every morning or something. You can promise to call your friend every morning and say good morning or something like that. So you don't have to do it exactly as I do. The general principle basically is to do small kind deeds and to be socially obligated and accountable to something as a positive motivator.
Tip and habit number 3 is to look at birds for 30 minutes, then look at the blue bird. This is a batarang, it's the closest bird related thing I got, so tip and habit number 3 is something that I came up with when I was doing my 20,000 steps a day challenge. Nowadays, I don't do so much. I do about 10,000 steps a day, and it takes about an hour to an hour 15 minutes to get it all done. And what I do is that for the first 15 to 30 minutes, I don't use my phone at all. I don't on Twitter, I don't switch on Facebook, I don't even listen to music. I just put my phone in my pocket and walk by myself in silence. So that's what the first half of the habit means. To listen to birds for 30 minutes is to listen to the nature around you, to be by yourself, to be mediated in your own thoughts 100% alone. Why do I advocate for this? Is that first, well, we have to answer the question, who is the most important person in your life? If you answer anyone but yourself, you are wrong, because the answer is not your parents, your brothers, your sister, your best friend, your girlfriend, boyfriend, dog. All those answers are wrong. The most important person in your life is yourself. Now this sounds sounds a little bit selfish, sounds a little bit narcissistic, but it's 100% the truth. And now that you know that the most important person in your life is yourself, you have to know how to take care of yourself. Sounds a little bit simple, sounds very cliche. Oh, of course I know how to take care of myself, kind of thing. But I would put forth this idea for you. Okay, so let's say your dog is sick or your friend is feeling unwell, and you have to spend 500 ringgit to take them to the vet, or you have to spend 5 hours talking to your friend on the phone to make sure they're well. And I would argue that most of you probably feel zero hesitation to spend 500 ringgit to take care of your dog, or spend 5 hours talking to your friend to make sure they're well. However, when it comes to yourself, when you feel sick or when you feel like you're emotionally down, I would say that you would probably feel guilty or hesitant to spend even 50 ringgit on yourself for medication, or spend an hour talking to the therapist for your own sake, for your own mental well-being. I've seen, this comes from experience of talking to so many people in my life, that I've seen so many people willing to go 200%, to go way over the line to help people that they care about, their friends and family, their dog and all that. But then when it comes to themselves, when they feel sick or compromised themselves, they feel super hesitant, super guilty even to be taking care of themselves. And that just feels really strange. I don't even know what psychological phenomenon or scientific phenomenon this is, but I've seen it in so many people that I have to kind of accept it as a truthism. Don't know what the word is, kind of like a universal human trait thing, where humans are more willing to sacrifice their well-being and emotional health to help other people than they are comfortable helping themselves. And yeah, while that feels very nice, very self-ennobling, very self-sacrificial, I'm such a strong person, very kind, I can help other people, I don't need help myself, my happiness is not important. Why am I talking like that? Myself is not so important compared to helping other people. I would argue that is not right at all. First, of course, you are the most important person in your life. But second, if you're trying to help other people, but you yourself are compromised, the help that you are giving is compromised as well. And it is not an effective way of helping other people. Basically what I'm saying is that you have to take care of yourself for yourself, of course, but also if you want to help other people, you have to make sure that you yourself are in a good position to help other people. If you are not secure in yourself, if you're not optimal, that's a huge ass lizard. Anyway, if you are not comfortable and optimal within yourself, you cannot give optimal and effective help, honestly speaking. It feels very disingenuous to tell people to take care of themselves, but you really have to take care of yourself. So now, how does this connect to this tip, this habit of listening to birds for 30 minutes? A lot of people don't know how to help themselves because they're very distracted, externally distracted, and not just the cliche way of saying you're distracted by Twitter or social media. You're also very distracted by talking to other people. So yes, talking to people, talking to your friends and family is a good thing, but sometimes you really need time to yourself. And I would argue 30 minutes at the start of every day isn't a lot of time. So carving out that part of time at the start of the day for yourself is a very important process of understanding yourself, of talking to yourself, of being emotionally vulnerable with yourself. It might sound a bit scary for those of you who have like a lot of guilty thoughts or dark thoughts and kind of trying to push it away, you're kind of in denial of it. But I would argue that is all the more necessary. You have to talk to yourself. You have to talk to yourself, ask yourself, how do I feel today? What do I feel good about yesterday? What do I feel bad? What do I feel grateful for? You have to really understand the in and out of the brain, how your brain works before you can take care of yourself. So that's why most people feel guilty, is because they don't know that they are most people feel guilty because they don't believe that they are important as well. But you are the most important person in your life, so you really should take the first 30 minutes of your time to spend by yourself. If you want to walk, I would advocate walking while thinking is one of the best ways to get yourself sorted out. But if you don't want to walk, maybe try journaling, try writing it down, kind of thing. And then after that, look at the bluebird being Twitter. Basically, after you've done your 30 minutes mediative thought, you want to reward yourself with some social media, some videos and all that. That's completely fine. You gotta really kind of incorporate in your lifestyle this type of habit. And usually how to incorporate habits is not to go all out. First week, walk 100,000 steps to be super healthy and fit. First week, meditate for 2 hours and all that. No, take it small, step by step. 30 minutes of meditation or 30 minutes of thinking for yourself, and after that, back to your normal routine. It's completely fine. That is tip number 3. Thank you guys for watching. The next video will be up next week.